Good afternoon. This is Mark at the Wicked Edge Expert Corner Group and at the Wicked Edge YouTube channel. It's the Expert Corner Group on Facebook and the YouTube channel. And I am using the YouTube channel now. I'm trying to upload videos to the YouTube channel in order to make it accessible by Google search. So if you see something on one of the YouTube videos, you can comment me. I am reading the comments. If you want to subscribe, I appreciate you subscribing. I do answer all the comments. If you're interested in anything that we do here, you can message me at expertcornergroup@gmail.com, email me expertcornergroup@gmail.com, or messenger me through Expert Corner Group. Any of these ways, if you wish to contact me, have conversation about any of the things that I do here with the Wicked Edge fixed position guided sharpeners, or any of the accessories that I have going on here, please feel free to contact me. Let me see what else I want to say. Why Wicked Edge? I made the other videos. I'm going to put these out on YouTube later. Why did I pick Wicked Edge? I was talking about fixed position guided sharpeners. There are so many out there. There are devices out there that are very sophisticated with all kinds of adjustments and accessories and adapters and things like that. I chose Wicked Edge because it just seemed to me that it was ambidextrous. It was like a bicycle motion or turning a handle on a fishing reel. It was something I was comfortable with. So it was interesting to me. And the way that it clamped the knife so the knife edge is vertical. I was pulling the stones down on the knife edge. Yes, the knife edge is exposed, and yes, it's scary pulling your fingers close to a knife edge that you're sharpening, but that knife was held rigid and I'm coming down on it and it's supported by the table, and just the mechanics of it, the physical arrangement of it, it just, to me, it seemed like it was supporting the knife to my hand, so I was feeling the knife with the stones. The feedback was there. As compared to the single-sided sharpeners, and I am the first one to tell you that I did not use any of them. The first one that I bought was a single-sided sharpener, and unopened, I returned it and went for the Wicked Edge. But I have watched numerous videos and been studying the way you guys sharpen on the single-sided sharpeners forever, since before I got the Wicked Edge, trying to learn from your experience that you share to apply it to Wicked Edge. And that's the same thing that a lot of you do, is you want to know, what am I doing? It might help you. I just feel that the way it is set up, that I'm working down on it, I get that feedback. I have the support of the weight. Whereas if the knife is horizontal, it is out here, and it has to be balanced, offset. Whereas the balance in the Wicked Edge is because it is clamped over, the weight is distributed central down on the tabletop. So that's one of the issues. with the wicked edge being clamped centrally with the edge vertically giving access to both sides, you have what I call the duality. It lets you sharpen both sides at the same time. You're dually sharpening the edge. What does that mean? It means that you can work and sneak up on your bevels and your burrs, whereas on a single-sided sharpener you're working one side and then flipping the knife and then working the other side. So everything is one way than the other. Yes, I'm working, essentially, you're not working both like this. You are working one then the other, but the way you do one behind the other, it affects the formation of the burr and the bevel and the apex and the keenness and all that directly. So this is all my user opinion. I have not used the ones that clamp the knife horizontally. A horizontal clamp knife being rotated, that rotation has to be sophisticated enough and tight enough that you can say that that position is locked, and when you flip it, that position is locked, and it is close enough that I can compare it to working at 1/100th of a degree the way I do. Without moving it, I'm able to do that. I could not see in my designer logic how flip-flopping the knife would be helpful. This seemed simpler and more efficient, more effective in my design thought. Why it led me to buy it. But then with the double adjusters, because you're sharpening each side separately, is the expense. The expense is not really the design. The expense is really that the design requires that you use 2 stones. So I'm trying to blame it on the stones. You have to buy 2 stones. That's all there is to it. If you want to use a wicked edge bilaterally the way it was designed, you work in grit pairs. Okay, between the two, this sharpening process, because for me the knife is vertical, I'm able to, my brain matches like a mirror. What I do here to here, it's very easy to do the same thing to both sides of the knife alternatingly, but to do it repeatedly the same way because our brain does it for us. Whereas when you're working on a knife with one side, you're working the dominant arm, whatever it is, pulling your stone. And then you flop the knife. Now your point is on one side, your point is on the other side. You have to think about it, and now you're attacking that knife. The tip was here, now the tip is here, so you have to change as you flip the knife side to side. You have to change your attack angle on the knife because the tip goes from one side to the other so that it will be the same on both sides. I see a lot of sharpeners with their videos and they don't do that because it really probably doesn't matter. What matters is that the apex comes together, you draw a burr, and that your edge is keen and precise. All that matters. It doesn't matter that this angle is different than that angle. As long as that comes together as a keen apex, that knife will cut. Now, how it comes together and how the angles approach each other and how keen it is and how polished it is, that does contribute to the sharpness and the cutting. But in general, if this side of the knife is smooth and flat and this side of the knife is smooth and flat, and they come together in some sort of point, whether it's correct or not, that knife will cut. Okay, so there is the problem that I have with the horizontal sharpener, is that it separates one side from the other, so it is, to me, not automatic. Whereas this, my brain deciphers it, and whatever I do on one side, it like mirrors it on the other side without really having to think about it. This, and then flopping the knife, it takes a lot of conscious thought. Because I haven't done it, I guess it will become more second nature. But I tend to see sharpeners, users on the flat style sharpeners that have a very good stroke on both sides, but they're different. They are not the same stroke and not the same approach or edge leading stroke angle from one side to the other, because they're doing everything with one arm the same way, whether the knife is tipped that way or tipped that way. So that's the difference between the two and why I choose the Wicked Edge. The duality, the vertical clamp, the ease of doing the same thing on both sides. The solidness, because the base is right underneath what you're working on. The shortcoming of it, the Wicked Edge, and all of the other sharpeners are that when you try to clamp anything more than a small knife on the clamp, then you have to worry about lateral stability and things like that, which is where I came up with the stable riser to offset the knife so it doesn't rotate this way, and to keep it from flexing side to side for flexible knives. Thanks.